All right.
Schooled again.
And we're here, episode 4 on the Weedist with RJ.
Hello, everybody. RJ the Maker.
And we have our 2 guests. Am I allowed to use your name?
Yeah, everyone anonymous, or we using normal names here?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Sure.
You don't care?
Okay.
I'm not using, yeah. Okay, so we have Derek
Yep.
and Neil.
And Neil. Hi.
Derek and Neil. Let's keep it simple.
That works.
Yes, that's about it.
That's not very anonymous.
That. What?
What are we talking about?
You know how many
I no name Neil?
Yeah. Really though.
Oh,
What's
shit.
Fucking this up.
No, I'm trying not to fuck it up, but because I don't want the chords to move. But
I
okay,
think so dang janky. Whoa.
This is really professional, Mikey.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
shut up.
Well, we're going to kind of an intense location here.
Oh yeah. Well.
It's a
Yeah.
little...
Secrets
Sorry,
out.
sorry for the background noise.
Yeah.
We are currently inside a.
Can you hear it?
You can totally hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
We're in a
Those are-
grow room,
Those are fans.
Yeah.
grow house.
Just ignore the sound.
We'll go factory.
Ignore the background noise.
Just enjoy it. It's like,
So-
it's like waterfalls.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
soothing.
It's soothing. It's really
Yeah.
soothing. I could fall asleep to fans
Yeah.
anytime.
Could you?
I
do.
Can't.
Nope. No,
The
definitely
quiet
can't.
home.
Fucking terrible.
It's like
No, it's
white
pretty
noise.
bad.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
First time I put a tent in my room, it was like all you hear is
Yeah.
all night.
They don't exactly make them with quiet in mind. I mean,
No.
shit. If you want
No,
to
the new ones do. I mean,
yeah,
they're
absolutely.
starting to.
They're getting better. I mean, you can muffle them. You know.
Yeah.
it's-
Well, they have those new mufflers you can put on the filtered ones.
Yeah.
You tried those out?
No, I haven't. No, I
Yeah.
probably should.
No, they work-
considering that
they
I
work
could probably
pretty
get a
good.
hold of one, but no, I
Yeah.
see. I've seen them, but yeah, they're. Most of the time, people aren't too worried about the sound, and then when they're worried about the sound, they don't want to spend a whole lot of money on the new muffler, unless they're like RJ and they get all the best equipment and they're smart enough to figure that shit out right off.
Well,
the
it's
bat.
kind of like you want to do it right once.
Yeah, I know.
You
you're
build
right,
your
you're
shit
right.
legit, make it user friendly, which is super important.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, one thing is to build it and have plants live there, but you got to fucking work there. You got trimming to do, you got shit to take care of, so make that room user friendly. Make sure you can get around.
Yeah.
If you can't get around, make sure you can roll it around so you can move around.
Damn straight.
Your ass put hanging tables.
That's what I did. I made my table because I didn't design it right. What happened was when I built my tables with legs, my resi below it was the
Wouldn't
exact
fit.
same size as the table.
Yeah, it
So I was like,
wouldn't slide
fuck,
under.
what do I
Do
do?
it right once, everyone. You hear that?
Yeah, so exactly.
So he puts it on
Learn from
hangers.
me.
Yeah.
But come on, that fucking turned into a cool idea.
Honestly,
So I suspended
yeah.
my
It
whole
looks
all my
pretty gangster,
tables.
doesn't
It looks better than
Yeah.
any table I've seen.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's
So-
kind of cool that you can just be like, swing.
And then I had all that room, no legs to worry about. Shit was sliding around just fine, and I can get it everywhere. But I actually started with 3 tables and ended up going down to 2. Because 3 was kind of a lot. But which comes to my next very important point of making a grow room is budget. Dude, how many people fuck that up by just starting out, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that.
I'm going to buy 4 Raptors and the 4 sets of bulbs. And then they spend $2,000 and then they're out of money. And
Yeah, I mean, you see it. I don't know. People do the same thing trying to build a house. You know,
That's
like,
sa-
people
yeah.
run out of money all the time.
What do
It's standard. I don't know, because I work in a fucking hydro store. I have to make sure people don't do that. Like, that's my job, is to make sure that people
You
spend money
design
the
this shit
way.
right. Because people are like,
Yeah.
I just need lights and dirt, right? You're
Yeah,
like, no, you need a little bit more.
No, actually, there's a really nice formula to how to vent your room. I found it on Google. And shit, you know what I
Google's
mean?
got a lot of good answers.
Google has every answer, but no one wants to fucking use it.
You
Like,
just gotta search. Well, there's
that's-
also bullshit answers and real answers.
but that's part of the fun is like
Yeah.
sifting out
Well, you got to know how
what
to
the
ask,
fuck is
too.
real.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
It's,
what
it's like you have to know how to ask.
But you can almost
Keep
be to a
asking.
point where it's literal.
Well, yeah.
Like it's a human.
That
Yeah.
is
Like you
true.
shouldn't
It does
ask
get to
Google
that
a
point.
straight up legit question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the volume for extracting a fan at 1200 CFM? And you're like,
Here's your calculator.
there you go.
Well,
Like, thanks,
chances
Google.
are,
Exactly.
chances are, someone asked that question on a review.
Exactly.
And then
That's
those,
what I was calling
those
it.
websites are really good about pushing that shit out. It's fantastic. Actually, every question you could ever have is already
Is usually already asked.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Because chances are, if
With-
you're
with
asking
peer
it,
review.
someone else with that product that like at the same time was like, does that do that?
Except BHO questions.
Well,
I
it's
don't
too
know if we can
new.
go into research. We
That's
might have had a
new
breakthrough
tech.
today.
Fringe technology.
Yeah, see, that's called fringe
technology.
Exactly.
There
Not
we
enough people
go.
know. Yeah.
Neil gets involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little.
Neil's all dabbed out and shy in the corner.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little
What
bit.
do you do, Neil?
Yeah, what do you do?
Web design, cell phone apps, smartphone apps, basically. Anything that's programming, nerd stuff.
That's
Nerd
exciting.
stuff.
Yes.
It works for himself, everyone.
The shit I don't
You should do the
understand.
same.
Yeah, no.
Do it
don't
yourself.
do it.
Make your own hours.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. It's a lot of stress, but it's a lot of fun.
Well, it's
That's the
fun.
same thing as fucking growing. Everyone
it's like
thinks that.
anything, though. It's
I
like
mean, no,
anything.
that's the same thing as any, like, you know,
Anything.
specialization that you
So
can
long as
develop.
you
If you
love what
enjoy
you're doing,
it.
just do it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've understand that you see the world in 4 different aspects. You have the analog, the digital, the social, and the natural.
The fuck?
I understand the analog world completely, which is gears, motors, understand
Yeah.
movement.
Which most people
Digital,
don't fucking
I
get.
kind of don't really get. Social, you can't control because it's fucking people.
Absolutely.
And natural is somewhat.
We can go into that. You can't control social.
You can.
You actually can.
That's where certain
That's
people
the
come in their
scary
place.
part. That's the part that people don't want to fucking believe.
You know what
is
you
that-
do? Neil
it's called the
is the
social
digital world.
experiment.
I'm a big
Oh,
fan of the
yeah, I've seen
analog
it.
world.
I
Baby's the social world. Hey, look at that.
I wasn't the part of the
Yeah.
social
Natural
world.
world over
Natural
here.
world.
I'll be natural, yeah, natural world, because I've got things
Worked
growing.
out kind of nice.
We are the 4 pillars.
That works.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's a fly.
Did that really just come together right there?
That really did just come around.
Synchronicity at its finest, ladies and gentlemen.
Stoner synchronicity.
nice.
See, that's what it's. What
I
is
guess
it?
We
Making
still
contact.
never ordered pizza.
Oh, shit.
fuck.
I thought I was doing that.
Do that.
Baby.
Hey.
I thought you were doing that, bro.
Are you, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
no, yeah. Sorry. My girlfriend's in the room. She's also baby. I got
It makes
2
things
babies.
complicated when baby's around.
I make everything complicated when I'm around. It seems.
That's true.
Hey, Sherry. You want to
No.
order? You don't have to
No.
come on the podcast.
No.
You don't
Pizza.
have. You're shy on the phone.
Did you try to
Sign
order
language.
pizza? Oh.
Aww.
That's cute.
Now everyone's gonna know you're shy about ordering
He's
pizza.
cutie.
Oh look, a piece. It's a purple candy stick.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I think it's clogged.
Back to what
the-
you were saying
the-
about the four
pillars of the world.
Oh yeah, you know it's kind of like. You
No,
know,
I
you're
get it, 'cause
a
I
jack
don't-
of all trades, a master of none.
Exactly.
Is that kind of what it
By
is?
the way, that was my favorite quote that you gave me the other day. My favorite description.
What?
I've never heard it before, and apparently that's like a pretty popular saying. Jack of all trades, but master of none.
That's
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
That's fantastic.
That's. I
Well,
think
you
that's.
just
well,
find
no.
your niche.
What? You think so?
Yeah.
You think he's a jack of all trades but a master of none?
No.
That's
no,
that's
what I'm explaining
backwards.
is that we have our niche. I'm the analog world. I control.
Oh yeah, he
the
is a
analog
master
world.
of the
You're
analog.
The social world.
No.
Yeah, we're talking about Twitter, Mister.
I'm
Twitter,
alright.
mister.
I'm all right with it now.
Yeah.
Fucking
Since you
analog.
learned how to use that computer box, you
Yeah.
really got popular.
I used
the
that little plastic thing in my pocket.
And now
We
I'm
need to order the
popular on the
pizza.
interwebs, I guess.
Hey guys.
Ooh,
Master
pizza.
of the art of communication.
Anyone?
Pepperoni.
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 Large.
The
Extra.
biggest fucking one you can get.
Extra large. The,
From wherever.
The table, the round one.
The round table pizzas.
Sierra
From-
College.
No, don't let them know where we're
Meeting at Sierra College.
We're meeting him.
We'll meet them there. Hey man, I'll be in a black Chevy truck.
It's like a drug transaction for
Unmarked.
pizza.
Yeah.
I try to make everything look like a drug transaction.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like, anything you can make it as sketchy as possible.
Uh,
So when you get caught,
This is something
you're like,
I need to
"Oh,
tell you that
hey,
it was
how's
like in the
going?" And
news
it's like a
that I
pizza
heard about.
transaction.
By the way,
That's a good idea.
about drug
And then there's also
transactions
like,
or
"Oh,
whatever.
that was weird." Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I read this thing. The DEA, okay, did a false break-in on people's houses, okay, because they were fucking sitting outside a hydro store, okay. They saw a car parked outside the hydro store, took a picture of the license plate, and then followed them home, and then did a raid on their house because they had an indoor grow set up.
Dude, they really got a warrant for that.
I guess they did.
Where
And
was
guess
this
what they
from?
were growing?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Fuck yeah.
I swear to
Was that not in California, right?
I'm not. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like,
here we go. I got a story very almost to a T, very similar, and this could be the same one. I don't know. It was somewhere in one of those states, Oklahoma, Ohio type thing.
yeah.
And a couple, older couple, parents' age, ancient, right? They were spending a lot of money at a local hydro store, and then the cops, feds, SWAT facilitated a fucking sting operation, came in and just totally busted in all the doors to find out, yes, they were buying, or that they were just doing veggies, a giant organic fucking thing, right? Okay, but the thing is they tied it back to the hydro store. It's the exact same thing. I don't know if that was the same fucking story,
No,
but this happens all the time.
but that it's so fucking.
Yeah, because they
They
spend
automatically-
thousands of dollars at a hydro store. They
They
were
automatically assume you're growing drugs.
Yeah.
No, it's the same concept of people when they're like,
You can't really
"Put
grow
a barrier
drugs."
over their lights so they don't see your hot
You can't grow
drugs.
drugs.
You
You,
can't-
got to process and make
bullshit.
drugs. okay?
Yeah.
We grow is
A plant.
obviously an herb, and obviously of the utmost importance for medicinal everything. So,
If done correctly.
well, yeah.
If done correctly. If
But I
grown
mean,
correct-
even if you fuck up, you can still get some use out of it. But I mean, if done correctly, what are you saying? You're talking about?
Well, we're just talking about general, like people that grow in general. They kind of like.
you have the difference
lot of
between
shitty
connoisseur
growers
and,
out there.
and medical growers and profit growers.
And
Exactly.
commercial, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You know,
people
like-
that-
so
all
like-
they care about is money, cheap nutrients, quick production, get the thing in and out of the shelves. And there's people that care about
yeah.
flavor, taste,
Yep.
how smooth it is.
Purity,
You
organics.
have just those two different people that really two different efforts.
Any
But
specialty, you're gonna have
majority
people
of
do
them-
that.
Majority of people though, like
Yes.
I got probably 90%.
Absolutely.
Well,
Well,
gotta be profit growers.
remind you, I work at a hydroponic store. So you have a lot of people, and keep in mind that this is a garden store, everyone. This is nutrients, lights, everything for anything gardening. And people come in with the mentality of, hey, I want to set up a grow room to grow some medicinal marijuana. I'm like, cool. We're going to rewind that a little bit. You're going to grow some tomatoes? And, okay, what's your question? And they come in with that same thing, start at, like 5 fucking lights, you know what I mean? Like, just go balls to the wall. And they end up blowing 10 grand and failing miserably because they're trying to be commercial growers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, doing anything with money in mind, you're going to fall on your face.
And I
You know what mean?
constantly
Like,
fucking
just
preach
trying to
that.
make money, you know?
Well, you need
that's-
the business aspect of it. You, gotta
You need
understand
business.
the
Well, no, you need that,
Absolutely.
but if you're doing it solely for money, you're not gonna fucking make
Right.
it.
Well, you need all the pieces of the puzzle. You know, you need that passion behind it.
Yeah.
And then you need that.
And money's
business
not a
sense.
big enough
'Cause if you
passion.
don't have business sense,
You're gonna get fucked over.
you're going to get fucked over.
Yeah.
Because we live in a
Yeah.
business
You can't
fucking
be
system.
talking
Yeah.
about- I mean, I was really given everything in the beginning when I did my setup.
Yeah.
I mean, I built my room pretty badass, and I had a really good grower teach me everything, and I still failed. It's just not my thing.
Well, we talked about that shit, that your analog mind.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too impatient for growing.
Yeah.
I need
it's-
instant
there's-
reaction.
Yeah. I mean, like, everything is like, we're talking, like, the quickest response you'll ever see on a plant is fucking 24 to 48 hours.
Well, that's
You know
not
what I
gonna,
mean?
that's not going to work.
That does not work for RJ.
Shit,
That's
but
not
I
a-
mean, go look in there. You
I
know,
mean,
I mean,
paint
yesterday
drying
they
is
weren't as
painful.
big as they are right now. So there's some gratification that comes along.
See, it's nice,
along
like
the
it's
way.
like a puppy. You leave and you come back, and a few months later, it's like, oh, well, look how big it got.
That puppy's fucking
This is
big.
cool. It's
Yeah.
way better than at my house every night. It's like, you fuckers aren't doing anything. You're just sitting here.
Are we comparing
Take
marijuana to
electricity.
puppies?
Then you mess with them.
He did.
Weird. We just went there. Cross species. All right.
No, I compared by visiting.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I lost
I
it.
get what
Dabs.
Because when
I want
was
one.
doing that a lot.
Speaking of which,
Shh, Neil's talking.
Oh, that's okay.
No, Neil, talk.
no,
No,
Neil's talking.
Like you said, I'm a digital guy, so I
Yeah.
kind of need that instant gratification too. And I always was trying to next best myself and try and mess with stuff. I kept trying to mess with everything, and the more I tweaked with stuff, the more I ruined the natural process.
Yeah.
The more you try to fuck
trying
with
to
it.
innovate, trying to come up
Reinvent
with
that wheel?
yeah.
Well, it's like I made a motorized mountain board. I put a weed eater motor on it, and I got an old mountain board, and I was doing about 26 miles an hour down the street, hold my iPhone and check it out. And I was like,
That's an expensive machine right there. Weed eater.
Everything he does is fucking expensive.
Yeah. Well, connoisseur
God.
grower.
well, it's a prototype. You got to fucking make it. Well,
Okay,
anyways,
sorry,
I
go
wasn't,
ahead,
I
go
wasn't
ahead.
happy with it, so I took it apart to make it better.
Yep.
That's where the story ends.
No moss better.
No.
And that's where the story
I know
ends.
how that goes.
But I'm working on an electric one, so that's a little better.
That's cool.
Because I want to be able to push me through grass.
Did you say a weed eater motor originally?
Yeah.
So how did that work?
To use a 22cc Echo weed eater motor.
Right.
And I mounted a little bracket on a
Uh-huh.
mountain board and screwed it down, and then I got some, I took a sprocket,
Yeah.
put the sprocket there, got the chain,
Yeah.
and fucking rigged it all up, and then I'd ride around my neighborhood. It couldn't get me going, but once I was moving, it'd keep me going.
Interesting.
So
It's
I
kind of
mean,
like those awesome little electric bikes.
yeah, and I had a little cord. Do I hold my handle with my throttle, and I just hold it, meow. And it'd be cool because I'd go at nighttime and put my headlamp on so I could see corners, and I could see headlights so I don't hit cars. A little
Yeah.
safer that way. So I'd go around just
Safety first.
smash all around this little weed
Safety
eater.
first, then teamwork.
Oh, and me? Okay. Put the mic down.
Are we dabbing?
Yeah, Darius
Is that
down.
loud with that? hitting?
No, you can't. No, when you hit that, that's loud. That
No
that hurt.
hit?
What just happened?
That did happen.
Sorry, I forgot to press off.
They can't hear you.
Yeah, no one
It
can
was
hear.
off.
I was apologizing.
I still can't hear
Actually,
you.
I can hear him,
You can?
but I don't know if I can hear him through that.
I'm really sorry,
You can hear him in
everyone.
real life.
Forgot to turn it off before I set the mic down.
Yeah.
It's my first time.
No, dude, there's much worse things. On the one with me and Hunter, like sometimes the mic would like halfway disconnect, so it'd be like super like fat feedback.
Like a shitty
And-
concert.
Yeah, and not to mention our audio was super low, so then they'd have it like turned up all the way on
You
the
have
radio.
hella scramble too, and it's fucking
Yeah, it was just
the
like
entire time.
it was bad.
Sounds
people-
like that the whole time.
And people still listen.
They loved it.
I love it.
But now the newest one we did was legit because we got mic stands.
Yeah,
no,
like
I
the
know,
new
I
is
know.
real nice.
No, there's fucking learning curve. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, I had to learn how to do all of this.
yeah.
Like
Plug some shit in.
With Google, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
YouTube,
you
YouTube
Googled
and
it all.
Google.
He asked, "How do I do a podcast?" And it's
YouTube,
like,
how
"Here's
to
what you do. You buy
Now,
this, you do that."
now when you go on YouTube and look up how to podcast, Mikey comes up. Oh, it's lame. Sorry.
Is that what it says? How to be the gold god?
No,
The
because
what?
I'll never teach anyone how to do that.
Never teach the ways.
No, there's a reason why no one does. Like,
No, well, it's fucking, you got, I mean, everyone shows, each other some shit, you know what I mean? It's like, you obviously fucking learned a little bit
I'll
from
show you
someone
just
else.
enough to fail.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it's not like it's easy, you know what I mean? It's not like anyone can fucking do it either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta know what you're doing.
That's true.
There's that danger part of it. There is that one fucking guy who came in and I gotta bring this whole thing up. Dude came into our hydro store, caught him on camera stealing a giant bottle of nutrients off the floor. It's like a $350 bottle of Hygrozyme. If any of you know what the fuck that
Ooh,
is,
yes.
it's the shit.
it is the
badass.
shit.
Big bottle of it.
Yeah.
Customer who we trusted, and Matt was out using the forklift. He's helping a customer out, like, hey, I'll be right back. Dude is on camera, like, it says you're on camera, dude. Like, what the fuck? So he's got his buddy doing the lookout. He's up in the front. You just watch him communicating back and forth. No sound, obviously. He takes the bottle, takes it back to the back door, closes that back up, and then walks around and comes back and grabs it. And you, like, see them, like, stay in there and then pay for some $5 item on the store.
And then he stays there and pays.
Yeah, no shit. And they go grab it.
Awesome.
So then, just so happened that we got that bottle in special order for a specific customer. And that bottle is supposed to be picked up that afternoon.
Oh.
So the bottle is right in front of the register. Like, you could never miss that thing. It's a giant bottle. It's
Well, that's a lot of money right there.
right? No shit. For a single bottle.
Hygrozyme is fucking.
And he
expensive.
fucking, he's on camera taking the whole thing. Catch him, go to his house and just start the whole bullshit. And he's, apologizing and all that. You lost it, you know what I mean? Karma comes and this guy's making some fucking dabs.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Okay? Remember what I said about
I was
it being
wondering.
dangerous,
I was wondering
right?
where this full circle
Yeah,
of the story was
I'm
happening.
sorry. Preparation is really my thing. I gotta tell way too much information on a story. I wanted you to get the full effect. This guy's an asshole, right? And he looks like a tweak. Used to be a male stripper.
he blew
I don't
himself
see
up.
it. He blew himself up. Okay.
Oh yes.
wow.
He's making oil. He told me he had something like 30 cans emptied, okay, of butane, right? It takes 2 cans to do like 2 ounces, right?
About an ounce.
In a glass jar?
About a can an ounce.
We were
yeah.
doing 2 cans in that 2-ounce jar. Remember of all that?
Yeah, yeah.
Of all the
If you're
really
bl-
trim.
Yeah. If you have like a glass tube, you can blast 2 ounces in
That's
with
what I'm
2
talking
cans.
about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the lame.
Don't-
talking about the glass tube. Okay.
That's
the typical way.
That's the way.
Yeah. That's how everyone learns, right?
That's
So
the
what
way.
So he's fucking doing that. He's got his entire Pyrex full. Someone comes in with a cigarette,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
torches the whole thing. Needless to say, in the hospital, and his entire arm was fried, face was fried, half his body, and his parents kicked him out of his house and shut his grow down.
And
But
that's
he's
why you
alive.
leave it to us.
And that's why you don't fucking make dabs unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I
don't-
think it was the karma is what I was saying about that.
Yeah,
whole
I
thing,
think
right?
so. Yeah.
Right. He kind of,
Well, it's karma and stupidity combined. I mean,
well, which I think, that's how karma's going to get you, really. You
it's-
got to be pretty, you
You
got to
gotta
be
be
a
nimble.
stupid asshole who fucks some people over, and you got to be a stupid asshole who fucks
To continue, then you fuck yourself over.
Up. Yeah.
damn.
That sucks, but that's his dumbass fault.
But he's also fucking it up for the whole industry.
The dangers of dabs. Yeah.
no,
no,
because you see that, and then they acquaint it with like meth cooks.
This fucking
you know?
tweaker over here blew
Yeah.
himself up. You meth head making dabs. These are dangerous. Now that guy is a fucking really bad example for the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a real
It's
shit.
like what? Because everyone fucking bangs their hand with hammers. We're gonna ban hammers? Shut up.
Probably. Dude, that's what I'm saying. The world's getting so shitty. I mean, we're going to start padding corners. I mean, it's like everything is getting to a point where the world is getting just overprotective. I mean,
There's so much like hand sanitizer everywhere. You're gonna
Yeah.
get killed by a cold soon.
yeah, really.
That's probably true.
That's my feeling. Like, I feel like with the hand sanitizer shit, like me and Hunter talked about this. He's like, I don't fucking wash my hands after
I thought
I
you
take a
need germs.
piss.
The more you have in you,
He's
the
like,
better.
He's like, I
That's
don't
taking it
give
to the extreme right there.
I know, but in all actuality, if you think about it, it's like when you piss, that's sterile that comes out. You can wash your
Well,
hands
you-
with your piss,
No,
technically.
you wash your hands before you pee.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Where my dick's
I
been.
wanna ask you guys.
If anything, you should wash your hands
Do
before you
think
touch
you're
your
washing?
dick.
It's not like you're washing pee off your hands, you guys. Come on, we don't
Yeah,
pee on our
exactly.
hands.
No one pees
It's
on
not.
their hands.
It's not. Yeah, you're grabbing your
who's
dick.
having
You're
troubles
doing a
here?
courtesy
And I
thing
know
for
where,
other people.
Yeah, I took a
This is true.
shower and then I had boxers on my dick the whole day. It's not like there's
It's
not
not like
really
I'm rubbing my
anything-
dick in dirt.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
know,
There's
it's
not
like-
anything dangerous going on around there. So
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
why the fuck does
I
it
think.
matter?
I think.
It's
Yeah.
probably cleaner than sanitizer.
Yeah. Well, I think you. Well, actually, don't you get more germs and shit from the bathroom door
yeah, you get more
Yeah.
germs.
and
from-
the toilet when you flush it?
yeah, that's why
Well,
I
use
open
towels.
fucking bathroom doors with my elbow,
And then
I
judo
don't-
kick
and I
the
don't-
toilets.
and I
Turn.
don't fucking even flush the toilets. I'm
Oh,
like,
you just
fuck
kick it.
you. Some janitor can do
Now you
that.
get dirty elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got dirty elbows,
Do you
dog.
wash your elbows?
I do wash my elbows.
Check it.
Sometimes they get ashy.
So
But I'm just saying,
It's more germs.
there's
the better.
too many. Well, I'm not
Well-
saying that.
Well, no,
That's-
but
but
it's,
I'm
it's
saying you
point,
need to be
though.
exposed to
You wanna
fucking germs.
build
Like,
build your immunity.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you've got
I don't
got
need a boy in a
yeah.
bubble.
You got the moms, wiping down the counter every 5 seconds so their kids don't get sick. Yeah, you have to
But-
get sick. But I mean, there's
There's
that
also the
vaccines.
like the placebo effect. If you think it's gonna get you sick, if you're just
It'll get you
thinking
sick.
it's gonna get you sick.
That's
so
true.
For,
The mind's
for-
got a lot of power.
So for those that need that kind of leverage for their own ability to overcome that sickness, that might be just what they need. I don't know.
yeah, but then that
Happen.
can translate to some fucking
Yeah,
scary
I mean,
OCD
yeah,
shit.
No shit. Well, like you
True.
said, everything's kind of turning to where we need to have padded corners and
Yep.
Fucking pussification of America, bro.
No shit. I mean, everything's just getting. I mean, as an electrician, houses have gotten so safe. I mean, we now have to put tamper-resistant outlets in a house. That is now a code. To
Tamper
have-
resistant. I mean, you
which
can't
means-
stick a
Exactly.
fucking paper
There's
clip
a
in
little
there.
plastic door inside the plug. You can no longer stick
Awesome.
shit inside that plug.
So now that
No, now it
Oh.
goes down. Instead of buying a 39-cent outlet, I have to buy a $1.45 outlet.
Whoa,
Isn't that
Whoa.
kind of
it's
bullshit?
astronomical.
Yeah. So now, but I
Whoa.
mean, when you're doing fucking 500
I
of
know,
them,
I know. That's $500. That's $1 a piece.
yeah, more.
more because they're 39 cents, and now they're like $1.40.
Okay, $1.10 ish.
Yeah,
$1.06.
so it's an extra $500
Math.
for some protection.
506.
well, as a parent, I appreciate it.
No, I don't.
Well,
Your
I
parent?
mean, I don't know.
Hey,
I mean,
hey, I
no, but that
learned-
goes to the whole thing. Like, you teach your child not to stick a
That's
fork.
good.
I
in the
learned
plug-in
not
outlet.
to stick shit in an outlet because I stick shit in an outlet and I
Exactly.
got fucking shot.
Did you?
saw a lamp.
Yeah.
What'd you stick in the
A
outlet?
fucking paperclip.
I don't think I ever did. Did you?
No, I saw a lamp, and I was like, how does that light bulb work? I unscrewed the light bulb, stuck my finger down there, and fucking got shocked, and was like, I'm not going to do that again. I learned, and that was cool.
It's the same way you
I was
see a
like,
stove.
And then
That's
RJ
all
fell in
fine.
love with electricity.
Oh.
And then it began. Now it's history.
Yeah.
Wow, that really hurt. I
I
should
never
install
died.
this.
There's no death. There's no craziness.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, try fucking up on a 240 volt 1,000 watt bulb and getting shot across the room. Apparently that happens. I've heard about it. Nah, I haven't seen it. It's a good idea.
Like if your ballast backfired on
Hire
you
a
in the wall.
professional.
No, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
plug in like a 120 to a 240 and just wow, boom. Yeah, put a paper clip in that socket.
Blow it up,
Holy
power.
shit!
Put
You'll
that
probably
in your
lose
socket
arm.
and smoke it. Yeah.
Well, actually,
Dude, that'd be
it only
bad.
amps is what kills you. It takes
Okay.
a tenth of an amp to kill you.
Okay, so there's less
1/10
amps
of
going
an
through a
amp, and your
240.
blood
Right?
is boiling.
Is there less amperage going through a 240 or no?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, but what voltage is pressure.
Okay,
So the more voltage you have, the more pressure, the more punch.
gotcha.
So a higher voltage will kind of encase your muscles.
Hmm.
So like a 240 will kind of take a really strong person and encase them because your muscles will seize their body up.
Oh.
And
Okay.
then that's how you die is from the 240 is like just it
You
grabs
clench yourself to death.
Yeah. A
Gotcha.
weaker person will be able to break yourself loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why they say is you kind of like kneel down
Skinny-
so you have your ankles.
Yeah,
you
skinny
kinda
people
break your
don't
ankle and you
get
can
fucked
fall
with
off
by
of it.
tasers as hard as big
Really?
people do.
Yeah.
Because the
Nice.
ground, talking on the ground, or what?
No, you just kind of like it's your last little bit of muscle to be able to move. But really, it takes very little amps to kill you.
Wow.
I mean, a static electricity, it's like 10,000 volts.
really?
It's just, yeah, I mean,
Really?
it's very little. That's what the jump is too. And it's also DC. DC can jump, AC cannot. So you see DC power, it can jump a tenth of an inch.
How is it that DC can jump? I thought AC was alternating current, right?
It is.
Isn't it jumping?
Alternating current is a molecule is vibrating back and forth
Okay.
inside the wire. DC
Okay.
is a flowing, is a directional current.
Okay.
So it can actually leap.
Jump.
Because it's got that
Because it's
much
only
more-
going one direction.
Exactly. So it's only going one
Oh.
direction. It's not going back and forth. AC doesn't do that.
Interesting.
The more you know.
Blew my mind.
This is all theory, though. Does not mean shit to any of you guys. This is kind of cool information. Though.
Means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's just fascinating stuff.
Kind of
So
means
wait,
a
if
little
you-
bit.
But also, the argument that I really hate is, what's cheaper, 120 or 240?
What is
Well,
cheaper?
I don't know. I mean, isn't it
They're
the same?
the same price.
But
I
isn't
thought
it? But
so.
240U isn't it a little bit less of a load, or is it pretty much the same?
Okay,
Because if
okay.
the math is the same.
That's
I
what you're
realize
right
that.
about. It's lesser load because you have it's cheaper for the electrician, cheaper
Right.
wiring, cheaper stuff like that. But far as your electrical bill,
Yeah.
you're paying for watts, people. So a 1,000-watt light bulb, you're getting charged a 1,000-watt light bulb.
Right, because that whole because of the math on it.
Yeah,
it,
it's
it equals the
120
same
volts
fucking
at say
thing.
5 amps, or 240 volts at
At
say
2.5.
2.5.
Right. Right.
Exactly, same kind of concept.
Gotcha.
So it's the watts are the same, but you can double your load pretty much. So anyone out there, you're running say 2 lights on a 120 volt circuit, you change that to 240, now you can put 4 lights on there. You just doubled your load in the same circuit.
Like what we did in my ceiling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could add a little more thing
Interesting.
and save the wiring. Because when people ask you what you need for electrical, the most important thing is amps. Amps cause heat. Amps will melt shit. So and say, oh, it's 240 volt. Yeah, that's not too important. But what you need to be concerned about is your amperage. Amperage will fuck shit up and ruin stuff. So when someone
And
has
kill you.
what?
And kill you.
Yes, amps will kill you and burn shit down.
So because 120 is technically more amperage, it's more dangerous.
No, it's more of an example like it's just calculate your amperage towards everything.
Right.
Is what I'm saying. Is
Right.
Your voltage doesn't really matter. It's
Okay.
just a different breaker.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but like on 120, like there's more amperage going through it, right?
It depends on your load, your watts. You take one to get the other. So depending on
Right.
what your load is, but what I'm saying is that if say you have like a 40 amp breaker
Uh-huh.
and you have a 12 gauge wire,
Uh-huh.
this 12 gauge wire is limited to 20 amps. You can probably push 25 amps. When you get to about 40 amps, that wire starts to glow red hot. And that wire starts getting hot, which cooks shit around it. And because it doesn't pop that breaker if any kind of fault happens. But if it was on a 20 amp breaker, then it would break. And then you'd be okay. That's where the amperage comes into play. That's why it's safer that way.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, just get a professional. I mean, it
Always.
really, it's like I see a lot of shit of people just kind of guessing and get by. And you know what? Shit does work, and it will work for now, but there's that time when something just happens and gives away. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I've done jobs where it was working, and then 2 weeks later, the wire just gave up.
Happens.
It was a corroded wire. I didn't see it, but it's kind of weird.
Did I make it?
I don't know.
I couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it either.
Shooting hoops.
He's
Yeah,
trying.
see, that whole thing you just said, that's
Yeah.
why I love having you around.
Yeah. I just learned so much.
Well, that's kind of how I got started in this. I mean, if you
Yeah.
look at a grow room, like 80% of a grow
I
room
like
is
being
electrical.
able to
Yeah,
plug
yeah.
that thing in, and it goes on. That's all I need
Yeah.
to know, that it
Yeah.
went on. Like,
And then you can do the fancy stuff like remote ballasts,
There you go.
where you have the ballast
Yeah.
somewhere else. And then you have all your outlets in your ceiling that your hoods just plug into.
yeah,
So the
see,
cord
that's
thing
like the
like
most
that.
gangster shit that I've seen him set up, whereas he just had like 12 ballasts on a wall, on a completely different wall that was in the room. Then you look, and then
Dude,
the
I put
lights
them
are
in
just
garages, like below the room. The room was above it, and the garage was below it, and had all the ballasts were in the garage, and the grow room was up top. And I just had 6 outlets going down the middle, and each light was plugged into that. And that was pretty sick. But it's all about what you want to pay for. I mean,
Yeah,
for the most part, your average setup is just going to be somewhere in a closet with 2 lights.
I think it comes down to how much you want to trim.
That's another huge factor. That's actually one of the biggest things. It's like growing and then fucking trim.
Yeah, what are you gonna do after that, bruh?
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that part.
Drying, curing, and
Derek
then
hates that part.
I don't like that part.
Nobody likes that.
it
I
just-
love that part.
It just takes
I love
so
that
long.
part.
No, not for me.
I'm pretty good at it too. I'm pretty fast.
You are.
It's nice. It's fun trimming really bomb herb.
trimming
Yeah.
crowns.
Cause it's, you know what I mean? Cause
Dude,
it's
the
like,
fucking
and like
crowns.
really, really
Yeah,
big
it's-
nugs. Like it's like
art.
tops on really, really beautiful weed is great because it's like revealing this little present. Like you start trimming it,
Yeah, but
and
then
it's like kind of dry on the top, and then you start trimming it behind. It's just this beautiful crystally flower.
Wait, do you trim wet or do you trim dry?
I usually trim big leaves wet, and I let most of the small stuff on, and then do it when it's dry.
Because that's
Usually.
an argument I've always seen.
see,
is the
and
trimming wet or
he's
dry. I
he's
trim
at
wet
100%
Why
wet.
do you trim wet?
because it's fucking easier,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's easier to sort my trim. I'm very cautious about sorting trim. Is you want your big leaf trim in one section, and
Yeah.
then the short leaf trim in another section. So that's my hash pile.
Yeah.
And then pretty much any bud smaller than a quarter, that's going to hash.
Yeah.
No need to save it. Fucking chop that guy up.
That's a good call.
But then also
like
I
that.
put them on nets. You cut them up in, and then you debud it, net it,
Mhm.
and then after they're dry, into the jars.
Mhm.
So you're only touching the bud once.
Mhm.
You're on the net, and then you're in the jars. You're curing for about 14 to 15 days,
Mhm.
and then go to market.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I'm with you every
But I
step
just don't
except for
understand
that
why
trim.
the
I
wait-
usually just do it after.
why
but
the waiting for the why the drying then trimming?
well,
Because
most,
so do you kill the whole plant?
a lot of people do believe that you get a lot more smell and that
Because
that
you're
aroma
pulling
really,
everything
it
out
gets
of the stems and all the everything is going into the middle of the
that,
plant.
and also I think people feel like it kind of encases the smell in there, traps it in a little bit. You
how
got
the
this
the
leaf
leaves
around it.
hang on it.
Yeah, yeah, and
But-
it also depends. It depends on how dead your leaves are. Like if you've got everything dying off, and then I think that also depends on the plant. Like not everything's gonna die like that, and not every nutrient regimen is gonna let.
Because
your
that was
plants
my
die.
argument.
Yeah,
that-
because some of them you have sativa. Some sativa flowers they have no fan leaves at the end. Like
well,
it's
some do, and some have the opposite.
Yeah,
Some
some
have
have
huge
super
families. You know, like
fans.
any Afghan is going to have just massive sets of leaves all over it, but they're probably going to be crystally spot. So now that we're mentioning separating your trim and using it for hash, like you
I
always
think
do,
that's very important.
I would say it's probably valuable.
A lot of
You know
people
what I
trim.
Dude,
the
it
whole plant
depends
in
on what you're
general.
going to do with
No,
your trim.
need-
If you don't
need to break
care
it
about your
down.
trim, you know what I mean?
If you're an
Then,
outdoor, yeah, of course, get that shit done. Yeah, throw it in a machine for all you care.
Yeah,
Outdoor is
well,
another piece.
I don't like the machine.
I don't like the
I agree
machines
with you
either.
for outdoor.
It depends on the
Outdoor
machine.
only.
Depends on the machine. I've seen.
You only agree with the machine for outdoor because you've only seen shitty outdoor growers.
That's true.
Which
Yeah.
machine are you talking about?
There's
Just
multiple.
a trimming machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just kind of what they do is like they have this like there's all sorts of styles of them where they have like fan blades get into them, but they're really abrasive and aggressive and they really beat up the bud and
yeah,
and they're just not like a manicured one.
yeah.
So a lot of people don't like them for that reason.
I've seen the Trim Pro version. Hang on.
Everyone gets quiet as we
Everyone-
dip through our wallets for
I know
pizza.
everyone's just pulling out money.
It's pizza time. I got 10 on it. That's the 20.
Thank
Oh,
you.
the 20s.
It's good. It's good. We're good.
Sweet. Oh, wait, do
Alright.
we need a tip? Or is he we paper delivery?
Yeah, we're good.
Are we good?
Sherry, did you want to get on the podcast?
Why not? She's shy. Can I have a drink? Sweet.
She's a bartender. So
bartender.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know whatever you're drinking.
old fashioned?
Whatever that is, I'll have
Know what
one.
you think. Mikey, you want an old fashioned?
I, don't-
Oh.
I have to come with you. You need me to come with you?
Really?
That was part of the
Apparently.
joke.
Really?
In
Or
order to
no?
get an old
You know-
fashioned, you have to go with her.
Have you watched South Park?
Not really.
There's an episode of South Park.
What was it? The shake weight.
It's a shake weight episode.
Yeah.
I mean, if your viewers have the same kind of taste I do, let's
Yeah.
face it, South Park is genius.
It's probably the most brilliant show on TV.
It's
I
great.
think hands down. It's
No, I
I'm in listeners.
I
it's
find it.
brilliant.
I don't know whatever it is.
There's,
Well,
their
just-
social, the way they talk
Yeah.
about the whole.
They
world
just-
and
they
everything,
integrate everything.
The way the way.
No,
They hit it all
I've
equally.
watched it. It's not like I fucking hate the show. I just
so
never
you know,
home.
you're
Okay,
familiar
no,
with the
you-
shake weight?
I know. I've seen that episode. I think the one
Okay.
that like squirts on her face.
Yeah, creme fraiche.
Creme
Yeah.
fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
Yeah, an old fashioned is a
Well,
hand
old
job.
fashioned At the end.
Oh, sure, an old
And he
fashioned.
falls asleep and gets
Old
her
fashioned
change.
suck.
Yeah. Well,
Old fashions.
it just, I mean, obviously,
never get 'em.
obviously she doesn't use the shake weight, because if she used the shake weight, yeah. And an old fashioned would be
Fuck
that.
the old fashioned.
An old fashioned
Let's
would be
go
just
new
that.
school and use your mouth. Like
Can't bob that head quick enough.
that's how I'm just like
How's
no.
that new school?
I don't know.
I was just
If
thinking.
the hand
I was
is
just thinking. Yeah,
old-fashioned,
I don't know.
If the hand is old
The hand,
fashioned,
the hand probably came first.
okay.
God,
I'm
hand
sure.
jobs are so 90s.
Okay, he was right. If it's old fashioned, new school.
yeah.
Makes sense.
How's that new school? I could think of a lot more new school than that, though.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
anal gapes.
Anal? Dude, just go new school. Oh, you mean a blowjob? No, anal.
No, I constantly say that. I constantly say like the kids today have way bigger like sexual views than like any of us did, because like when we were growing up we
Yeah.
had to find VHS or like jack off to Skinamax or
yeah.
a blurry Spice Channel.
blows me away.
And now
And
now
that shit's
kids have
comedy now.
Pornhub on their fucking iPhone, and it's like prolapse anus bukkake. Like bitches are just getting
What
blasted.
can't
Yeah.
you see? It's like, what's the most gnarly
What?
thing
Yeah.
I found?
What can't you find?
Sometimes I like to just look for what I can't find.
Right?
And I'm never
You're
disappointed.
never disappointed.
What's
Never
the worst?
disappointed.
Let's see the worst.
I don't know if we should go into that.
Come on.
Steak knives in vaginas. Hunter has presented me with the fucking worst.
I'm
my
like,
God.
I'm more of
No,
like
I
a.
saw a guy poop in a girl's vagina.
That's
That's pretty bad. And that was
That's a
I saw.
That's
Have you ever
interesting.
seen Steak and Cheese?
No.
You ever heard of Steak
No.
and Cheese?
I heard.
No.
I've heard
Back
of
in the day,
steak and cheese. Steak and cheese
the
was
shit.
like
They were
live leaks.
but they were very well organized. Simple as just video next.
Nice.
And
Steak
they-
and
I
cheese was
mean-
like World Star, but bad.
Like, dude, they had a guy come in his own
Bad.
butt.
They had a guy come in his own butt.
Yeah,
Nice.
bit the piece round, fucked his butthole and came in it.
Solid.
Surely
That's
That's
good
an
TV
achievement.
right there.
That's an
Jeez.
achievement. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
What else you got? I'm more of like comedy. Like, have you ever seen Cake Farts?
Cave farts.
Cake farts.
Cake farts.
The lady
You
sits
haven't
on
seen
a,
Cake
No,
Farts?
The lady
Something.
sits on
Oh.
a cake and farts.
Please go check it out. Hilarious.
Go to
Just
cakefarts.com.
trashy girl. Like she like has like her hair up in a ponytail, and she like pulls her hair out, and it just kind of stays in a ponytail.
Yeah,
because
it's
it's all like
gross.
crusty. You know? She's like ghetto as fuck. Sits on this cake and just. Well, you gotta go see it.
Oh, there's a great movie we gotta watch too. You ever seen Midgets vs. Mascots?
No.
Oh my god.
But I'm really interested. already.
He told me. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Dude, just watch the trailer for it. It's fucking.
I can only
awesome.
imagine.
Well,
I mean,
it's Gary
that's-
Coleman's last movie. He's in it.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's extremely offensive. Super badass.
I didn't know
Really
he did
good movie.
movies.
What?
It's Gary
Still.
Coleman's last movie.
Did he die?
You say, did he die? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did die.
It made national news.
You're tired.
And no, it's I mean, no, he was a child star, so much,
Of course,
much
it made
respect.
news.
But
Much respect to being a train wreck.
yeah, I think he was actually a security guard for longer than he was a child star, though.
Probably.
So,
So
you
does
know,
that qualify him as a
give
child
and
star?
give and take. Actually, it does qualify
Yeah.
him as a child star. There have been
He
many
doesn't
worse.
qualify as a star.
Yeah,
I just don't think he qualifies.
He had his
Well, I guess-
era.
He's a security
he
star.
had his era. What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis, will
No.
forever remain.
They definitely say that in the movie too.
Is that Gary Coleman?
That is Gary.
Am I on that? Yeah.
Who's the other one?
What you talking about, Willis?
Emmanuel Lewis.
Yeah, Emmanuel Lewis.
Right. The other black
The other
midget.
one.
That was famous.
There was
I
another-
like both those shows, actually, to be honest.
There's another black midget.
Yeah, Emmanuel Lewis was.
Yeah, what's this called?
I have no idea. Well,
He was Dynamite was his brother, wasn't the guy said Dynamite?
Gary Coleman
I
was
don't
on
know.
the was what you talking about,
What
Willis, and
else?
then Emmanuel Lewis was on something else entirely. What the fuck
He
was
had a
it?
call. He had a
What?
Where's my phone?
I didn't watch TV as a kid.
Technology.
IMDb this shit right now.
Oh man, I'm so interested in this.
Much. What? Huh?
This is a terribly uninteresting subject. Trying to figure out. Everyone's probably yelling, "It's this guy! This is what he says." You don't
Dude,
know.
yeah. I always do that when I listen to other people's podcasts.
When you're
and they're-
listening to it,
and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I'm like, "It's him!
well,
It's him!
especially you listening to like Hunter's, like you and Hunter talk when you're getting caught up in something. I'm just like, "Damn it, baby! Damn it! I'm about to text you the answer." And you're like, "Fuck! This happened like 10 hours ago." I can't help him now. He's already fucked.
That's.
Oh, no, you already got your shit.
Dude,
Okay, yeah, there we go. Emmanuel
yeah,
Lewis,
I'm better
still
now.
alive, 42, lives in Brooklyn. 4'3".
What's this call thingy?
Webster, it was his name.
Yeah, but
Remember
what's it
Webster?
say?
I have no idea. You recognize that little tyke?
Oh, it's like,
Little tight.
No.
yeah.
Webster. You know Webster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Didn't he get adopted
Yep.
by like a white family?
Yep. Oh man, he looks good now.
Good.
Oh, one
Oh,
of
look.
the next stories down. Loses his home in Fayette County.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
It happened.
Oh yeah, there we go. Michael Jackson is dancing with Emmanuel Lewis. That was right. They did that shit. Hilarious.
Did you say that?
No.
He never said that, did he? I knew it. You were like, he did dance with Michael Jackson. I knew it. I was like, you never said that.
Awesome.
Dab thoughts.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
You like telekinetically tried to say it to me, but my mom was like, fuck that.
I heard it.
And
No,
just
I was
didn't
doing
hear it.
dab research today.
Oh,
Oh,
that
get
was some funny ass
Dab
shit.
out.
I'm sitting there and RJ sends me like a fucking 9-page text. And then at the end, it just goes, I am so high. Like he wrote out a fucking research paper for me via text about BHO shit because I've been slowly trying to convince him that Shattered might be
I
better.
just discovered a thing with the vacuums and the way the molecules are moved about and just that discovery. But
Yeah,
I'm
we
still
can't talk
looking
about
into
that
it.
until it's
Yeah.
proven.
Yeah, we still gotta look into it. But still, that's the whole point is coming up with these ideas and trying shit. Just thinking about shit.
What'd you find?
Yeah, what'd you come up with over there?
Oh man. Here it is on
Another I told you
Wikipedia.
so.
Yeah, on Wikipedia under career. When Different Strokes became a hit on NBC with Gary Coleman in starring role, ABC tried with some success to duplicate that show's formula of depicting a small African American boy being raised in a white family.
Oh my god.
The
Wait, so
resulting
this show's a
show,
knockoff.
Webster, made Lewis a star. In Japan, he is known as a singer. He released 2 singles, and his debut single, City Connection, reached number 2 at Oricon chart.
Nice.
Japan is notorious for adopting the most horrible American fucking music. It's hilarious.
That's true.
That's crazy.
I think we do it to them too, though.
We do it to them.
We adopt Japan's most horrible music?
No, we
So-
don't.
I don't even know what Japan's music is.
Wait, I'm just being ignorant.
That's
Yeah,
really
really.
ignorant.
It was.
No, I was
just
saying
thinking
I
Gangnam
was
Style.
ignorant too, but
I was just thinking Gangnam
Ooh,
Style.
this
So,
sounds
looking
bad
at
That's
too.
Korean.
I don't know
Read
any
this
country
to you
music. Is
guys.
that ignorant?
Huh?
I don't know any country music. Is that ignorant?
no, because that's
See?
depressing.
You know
Is
Garth
that- country
Brooks.
music's
Come
so
on.
Go.
fucking depressing.
You've at least heard Garth Brooks.
Who?
Oh,
Just
please.
kidding.
Well played.
Sorry to go back on to Emmanuel Lewis, everyone, but I just had to share this with everyone.
You're really fast.
I'm not obsessed, but just Lewis attempted to play down comparisons to Gary Coleman and about his height. Questions about his height. He also spoke at length about his relationship with Michael Jackson.
At length, huh?
With his relationship with Michael Jackson.
Why do you have to
wanted-
be like extrapolating
I just wanted
fucking
to share that with you
some
guys.
shit from that?
Can't
That's
defend
terrible.
himself.
Interesting.
It's so hot in this fuck.
I know.
It is. It is
All
hot.
these lights, it's so
Okay,
bright and hot.
Anyone anyone who thinks California is so fucking nice. It's not in the summer. It's really hot.
But at least it's dry.
Nah,
it's nice
it
and
hasn't been
dry.
dry recently. It's been
Dry
like
heat.
humid.
No, it's not as
No,
bad as
dude.
like Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Florida is just like Jesus Christ, sticky, wet.
You walk outside,
drippy.
you've
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're soaked yourself.
It's like
Oh,
when they
well.
complain about bugs. The Midwest is like, well, fuck you.
Why do they get bad bugs?
Well, Florida, every single backyard is screened in.
Yeah.
It's just
Screened?
every single one.
Well, there's a lot of water, homie. Right?
Not just the bugs.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of water causes a lot of bugs. No.
Yep. All those little swamp areas, all the that's what's it? Still water.
Yep.
It's not moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably a lot of
It's
mosquitoes.
super humid.
Yeah.
No, they have big bugs too because it's so humid. Like, like in Texas and shit too. Huge mosquitoes. It's crazy. It's gnarly.
No, thank you.
And it's hot. And they have crazy spiders too. And snakes.
Yeah.
And crazy spiders. And snakes.
Sorry. Yeah.
And bears don't lie.
This kind of things scare me.
What? Spiders and
Spiders
snakes?
and snakes.
No, actually, I like snakes, but poisonous
I like
ones.
snakes.
You don't
scare
like
the
spiders,
shit out of
though.
me. Spiders, yeah, scare me. Yeah, I made Nail catch a spider the other night. A really
Yeah.
big one.
That
I was
fucking-
terrified.
Dude was a big spider, man.
It was a big spider. Yeah.
What?
Tarantula.
This no,
Looked
no,
like one,
no.
but no.
Okay, no, not that fucking big, but it was big enough to be like,
It was a wolf. It,
it
was a
was a
wolf
s-
spider.
yeah.
It was just a big wolf spider.
Yeah. No big
Yeah.
deal.
When I was a kid, I used to catch tarantulas, and I would I put them in a little aquarium. I probably got like 12 of them. I didn't have a lid, so I decided to use Saran wrap.
Is that a good idea?
No, it wasn't. They all got
How
out.
many did you catch? 12?
About 12.
At the same time, or?
Yeah, they're
Brilliant.
on the aquarium.
Oh my god.
And they got out the saran wrap and went in my parents' room.
Holy shit.
And my mom got to the bathroom. Tarantulas all over the floor. Oh, I was in trouble for that.
Will.
I bet.
Tarantulas all over the...
Yeah. Well, I lived out in
They're,
Plymouth. and
they're
there's tarantulas
docile,
out
the
there.
California ones, anyway.
I don't... Fuck that.
I won't touch one. Fuck no.
What?
Fuck,
Tarantula.
fuck
Why not?
spiders.
yeah,
I
no
know.
shit.
The primal.
If it can kill me,
no-no of-
fuck it. And a lot of shit can kill me, so fuck it.
Pizza's here!
Hey! And she brought
And
drinks.
drinks.
Pizzas and drinks. Oh.
Oh, you brought me a strong drink. Baby's gonna get
Piece
drunk.
of candy.
Oh, God, you were just hungover the other day.
Oh,
I was hungover
dude.
yesterday.
When we went to fucking Yard House, I got fucked up
tell us
off
some
of
stories
hemp
there. What'd you
beer.
guys do there?
Okay.
How was
well,
that beer anyways?
That was fucking. It was pretty awesome.
pretty
I
good?
don't like dark beer either, and it was pretty. Oh fuck!
That is delicious.
If Derek's going, oh yes.
It made me cough.
Oh
that means
my
it's good.
God.
Hey Sherry, the fuck is your problem? No, I'm just kidding.
What does that mean?
She's trying to give me alcohol poisoning.
Oh, no.
I'm like a 90-pound African child.
You should try that.
Yeah.
That's another good topic, butt chugging. That's apparently pretty popular with today's youth.
Butt chugging?
Butt chugging.
There's
you know what
nothing
that is?
in that except liquor.
No, there's other stuff in it, too. Yeah, do you want to add some soda water to it?
Yeah. I don't even care if
It's
it's
just-
on the podcast. I don't even
It's
care.
delicious. It's an old fashioned. Uh-oh.
She dropped hella shit in the dabs.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Ranch everywhere.
She got ranch all in
flavored
my
dabs. Oh,
dabs.
no.
Did you get
Oh,
plates
hell
by
yeah.
chance from the guy? Awesome.
Taco Bell's doing it. We'll do it too.
All right, we're just gonna pause it
nacho flavored dabs and
because we
ranch
can't
flavored
eat.
dabs.
Can't eat and talk at the same time, so we're just gonna pause it. And we're back.
Oh, that was delicious.
That was good pizza.
Yummy pizza. Pizza dabs, actually.
Dabs and pizza.
We should dab again.
Do it. I'm not stopping you.
No. I'm just making sure
We
you're okay
we,
with that.
we had a problem
Yeah, a little
during the break.
incident.
My dumb ass. I'm trying to get a cup of water out of the freaking dechlorinator, and basically the spigot isn't the most nice one, and but it was just a technical malfunction, and basically a 5-gallon bucket started overflowing inside the house, and we had a nice little spill, little break. That did you pull a dab? Yeah, so that's what we did during the break was old-fashioned cleanup.
Good old fashioned.
You guys are back. Don't worry. Tested them already.
Hi,
Oh.
guys.
Delightful.
Still eating pizza.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I don't even know how many pieces I ate.
I don't
It
even know
means
how
it was
many-
good.
I wasn't concerned either. All I knew is that I was hungry and I was just going to keep eating it until...
I might care later.
No, you won't.
I don't know, man. Pizza can kind of wreck you.
Nah.
Nah.
Pizza and cookie dough. I know.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna have cookie dough later. So
That's on the ball.
Well, then, yeah, you're going to be wrecked. This
Yeah.
is the epitome of a stoner conversation.
It sounds
right there.
totally worth it to me,
Pizza
though.
and cookie dough.
Pizza and cookie dough.
it's a love hate.
You
Love
hate
it.
yourself after.
I love it, and I hate
Well,
loving
you ever heard
it.
that was that sandwich shop in Colorado? What the hell is it called? But they sell like blunts and pinners and joints as the sizes, and it's just a straight little. It's
In
Chiba
Colorado?
Hut. I think it's called Chiba
I've been
Hut.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
How is like is it legit? It's like such a cool idea.
Yeah, it is. It is a good idea. Yeah, all that. You're right. Like all that on the sizes. I can't remember the exact.
Is
you
like
know
the
what
whole store just like pot styled out, or is it
I mean?
like,
Yeah, kind of. Kind of. It was like pretty chill. Really, it was.
like a
God,
beach hut?
Yeah, exactly like a fucking pizza.
Is it just a beach hut? Just
But instead of bro, it was weed.
Yeah, well, I mean, just all the names were like weed names, and it was cool. You know, it was like
Dude,
pretty
we
funny.
should-
And they were all delicious, like stoner sandwiches. You know what I
Dutch
mean?
Brothers, but for stoners instead of fucking bros, would always go, "Hey man, how's your day?"
I know, dude. I love Dutch Brothers
But I
Coffee,
hate the
but I
people.
fucking hate the people that work there.
Why?
Cause dude,
They're just too fucking happy.
you're
and-
too fucking happy. I'm so high.
So what are you
Like-
doing? How's it going, man? What's
Yeah.
doing? What's going
Okay,
on?
I don't know about you, but like, I don't like being asked what I'm doing throughout the day.
Because he's doing something
No.
sketchy.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm making something. Everyone's like, "What are you making?" I'm like, "Something." What the fuck are you asking for?
Arts and crafts. Get out of here.
Yeah, let me be.
Yeah, the
know,
first time I went into Home Depot to like buy all the fucking supplies to make like BHO tubes, the guy
What
was
you
like,
making?
"What are you making?" I was like, "Nothing." He's
Science
like,
project for
It looks like a
school."
pipe bomb. I'm like, nah, it's
Or
not.
trying to hang a potato gun.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm going in there and buying like stainless steel tubing, and I'm asking him to drill holes in it and shit. Like, and it needs caps on both ends, and I need one hole on one end and multiple holes on the other. That's like a
They're
cap.
rigging up your own thing.
It's
Yeah.
rigging up a bomb. You know what I mean?
Kind of suspicious.
Kind of suspicious.
It's straight, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
It's probably real sketchy now.
Now, anytime
Now
someone
the
goes
whole-
to buy a pressure cooker, I bet you're gonna need an ID.
Oh yeah, a background check. It's the same as a gun.
You're gonna
Same
need a
exact
background check to
category.
buy a pressure cooker.
Chiba Hut.
Oh, that's sick.
Nugs, pinners, and blunts.
Nugs, pinners, and blunts.
Cool. Are they only in Colorado?
No, they had a few. There was like one in Arizona and shit. There's quite a few actually.
They got the
So-
Humboldt, the Californian,
Yeah,
the
it's-
Afghani, the majestic mushroom, the magic mushroom. I'm way better. The Kush. The BLT's the Kush.
I think it was
Silver
like a Silver
Haze.
Haze. Yeah, I saw that.
That's sick. Trainwreck.
Uh-huh.
AK-47.
They were pretty good too. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty.
It was bomb food.
But this is the open face, or is it like Mr. Pickles?
No, it was like, regular like deli sandwiches, but like a lot of them were toasted subs. You know what I mean? It was like pretty quality. Again,
they
it
do
was
that
like
in Roseville?
stoner sandwiches too.
You been to the new one in Roseville?
No, Chiba Hut?
No, not the sandwich spot.
Oh no.
Pretty good spot.
What is it?
It's
A
called
beach
the,
hut?
the sandwich spot.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Haha.
Clever.
You fucker.
Yeah.
No, where is it?
What was that? Pleasant Grove and East Roseville Parkway. By the Safeway.
What?
The sandwich place.
Oh, no.
Was it good?
It's a new sandwich place called the Sandwich Spot.
I've heard of it.
It's a new sandwich spot called the
Sandwich spot.
Has
What's
anybody?
the
how
sandwich spot
original.
called?
How-
sandwich spot?
How clever of a place to name your sandwich spot.
God.
The sandwich spot.
That shit pisses me. No.
There's a place in Oakland called the
I like
Nacho
it.
I
Spot.
kind of like it too.
That's
and
cool.
for some reason, they're never open.
Well,
Never open.
It's
Yeah.
obviously a front for drugs.
I know.
Huh? That's how you can tell if they're never open and they don't speak English, because they're never open.
Because they're never open.
Well.
Huh?
No.
Never had that problem.
I don't know. I've never seen one. I read it
I saw
Oh.
them once.
on Google.
No, I just always like look
I
at.
asked the question: how do you tell if a business is a drug front? And
There's
that's what Google said.
there's one freaking dude speaking Arabic on a cell phone the whole time, and you never see anyone going to.
You
the
mean
place.
7-Eleven?
Yeah. No, I'm saying
Every single one.
I've been into like certain smoke shops that like no one goes into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, those
It's
like,
like-
not very much glass. You're like,
It's like a bodegas.
Bodegas.
Say it with me.
Bodegas. Bodegas. Hey, smiley ass. Why don't you show us your ass sooner?
Smiley
No.
ass.
Hey,
Black
black
ass,
ass.
yes.
Hey, black ass.
I know, you gotta do something crazy. So no,
Why you not say something?
No,
you should have said so.
there are those places.
What's up, dog?
There's not that many anymore. But like I said that on
No.
Twitter, I was like, there's sneaky ass people that sell weed out of anywhere.
Well, everything's delivery now. Delivery's kind of the hot market
Yeah,
around here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Delivery's real big.
And I mean, it's a nice little loophole.
And it's not
too,
really
because
regulated.
You don't need a brick and mortar. And
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So it's not regulated because there's no brick and mortar, and you have the freedom of what you want to do.
no,
and-
but I could imagine that
protected.
you'd still have people getting into trouble. Like I mean, it's I think it's just like anything. If if a lot of these people were caught in the act and like they
Yeah.
caught onto it, like oh you're a delivery service, like okay, let me see all your fucking paperwork because this is like I don't know how legit it really is. A lot of people think that it is.
Anybody order from delivery?
No.
Yeah.
I was,
yeah.
I
Well,
was just-
they're really critical about your
Your
having your
card and-
recommendation, the doctor's rec, and
They're very serious.
and all that stuff. But still, bit of a loophole.
Yeah.
I
So
would
I don't
think
know.
as a consumer, I'd still feel a little awkward about that too.
I would feel a bit awkward about as a consumer.
Who
like,
shows
trying
up
to-
as a delivery service?
Some
there's quite a-
sketchball little dude
there's
every
quite-
fucking time.
Well,
I
there's
swear
quite a
to
few-
God.
Well, you kidding me? The whole weed market in general for a consumer is extremely sketchy. There's no regulation.
No,
there's no nothing. The weed is just completely sold to just whoever buys what.
I've gotten a couple
I mean,
deliveries.
There's good ones
So
out
have I.
there,
Not here.
but there's no regulation.
I've gotten them in L.A. L.A. Speedweed, best delivery service
I-
ever.
you know
Well,
what?
that's
LA
yeah, and it's a
actually
little
has-
more okay down there too. You know what I mean? Like up here, we get a lot of fucking flack, dude. Placer County.
I think potheads trying to
Fuck,
start fucking
yeah.
businesses.
Bullshit.
What?
You know, a bunch of potheads trying to start businesses and just don't want to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You're right.
Think I can hold the mic and take a dab at the same time?
No.
Think it's a bad idea?
You're burning the
Bad
mic.
idea. Yeah, well, you're burning the mic.
The double micing?
I'll double mic, but that looks like double fisting, so I'll rather not.
Does that sound weird if you do
Looks really
that?
natural.
I don't know. Does it sound weird?
I know, you look like a natural.
You look like a natural. You're really good at double fisting, Neil.
That's a new thing, double
Thanks,
micing it.
guys.
All singers are going to be doing it. Ah!
Double shake weight.
Double shake. I'm advanced.
For the big gym out.
The picture.
For the big
I got 2 of those.
I got 2 big gyms. One for my back and one for my front.
Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
2 big gyms, one for the front, one for the back. I repeated it for
You do
you.
them at the same time.
See, but
Well,
are you
yeah.
talking about, like, workout gyms or, like, gym, your neighbor?
Big gym. Shake weight.
Big gym.
Like,
Big Jim, my neighbor.
good thing this isn't a video cast.
Oh, it will be soon.
The what?
Oh, it will be.
Neil's like finally getting in the mood and talking. We haven't.
Yeah,
Shit,
let's
you
get
guys-
him. What do you want to talk about? Neil?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
God.
originally wanted to bring you on here because you're a trippy motherfucker and you make people trip the fuck out.
I just talk
We
about.
talk about binaural beats?
Ah, that's what we can do.
We could talk about binaural beats.
Let's talk about that.
We can
I
talk
want
about
people to know
simulation
about it.
theory. We could talk about. I know you know a lot about string theory,
Not so much string theory,
but you know a lot about simulation.
kind of.
Let's start off with binaural beats because that's
Yeah,
a good
it's
place
that-
to start because
Okay.
Yeah, because we can have you back another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
Explain that.
hold on, as a web designer, I need to put this somewhere. Sorry, homie. As a web designer, and
Yes.
when we make cell phone apps and stuff, we get to make whatever the hell we want. You know, it's kind of cool. So I got into looking into brainwave entrainment, which is using electromagnetics to alter conscious state. And there's a gentleman by the name of Rife back in the day that really pioneered this, and he came up with like a journal of his frequency charts. So following those frequency charts, there was a lot of studies showing that light did the same effects through red, blue, and green strobing. Depending on the alternating strobing, it can kind of coax the brain into certain entrainment states.
So it's like biohacking, somewhat.
Exactly, kind of like.
Well, have you ever heard of that? It's like a. I went to this thing called Next Fest in Frisco a long time ago, and there's this thing you put on your head, and there's a little ball in the middle of it, and who can be like the most passive and like not care the ball goes to your side.
Yeah.
But the other person's like, if you like way more chill than you, it's gonna go to their side.
Yeah.
So it's like who could be the most chillest, and the least amount of brainwaves, the ball comes to your side. And
Yep.
dude, my buddy was chilling there for a while. He killed 2 people. And he's like, some kid just came out of nowhere, and he was just spaced out of his mind. Couldn't fuck with him. He's just like just gone and getting on his side. He's like, fuck, he's
That's
got no
crazy.
brainwaves.
That's
But it's kind of
fucking
an
crazy.
interesting concept, like what you're explaining, how like we're now getting our brains to control things, and this is probably
Well,
5-6 years ago. I went to
like,
this.
okay, do you know what Kickstarter is?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
very
Kickstarter,
cool.
one of their leading, most funded projects ever was a sleep cap that you wore on your face, and during your REM cycle, it would notice if your eyes were fluttering, and then induce different conscious states by doing these light strobes.
Yeah.
And they got $13 million in funding.
Jeez.
And so
That's it?
you guys-
That's a lot of fucking money, dude.
30 days. Okay, so okay, hold on. Anyhow, I had seen some studies saying that sound was up to 10 times more effective in doing the same type of effects. And so Googling it, a couple nights, well, actually a couple months, and I found a lot of research saying that it wasn't true. The only things that they can say is that yes, effects do happen to people, but they're not entirely certain if it's the placebo effect of mind over matter, that you're putting yourself in the conscious state of having that intent before you're going into it because you're being told, or if these effects are actually happening by the brainwave entrainment.
Not enough research, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
not enough
considered
people.
a fringe science. There's nothing saying no right now. It's just kind of floating about.
It's the same kind of thing with isolation tanks.
Yeah.
Right. And
build
if
one
you
so
if you were
bad.
to
As
soon as
combine
you-
the two,
I want
an
one.
isolation
I'm gonna
tank-
make one so
As
bad.
soon as you start getting into consciousness, I mean,
Oh, dude,
everything's
it's gonna happen.
on the fringe.
Yeah.
I know, but that's the only reason why it's on the fringe. I feel like is because that is the fucking next step
Well,
to dissolving all this government bullshit.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Actually, I
What,
mean,
our
if you
dreams?
honestly, I'm pretty
No,
sure that the
through-
government's
through-
already been researching a lot of that.
No,
cool
I'm
stuff
saying,
for a
but
long
that's
time.
why they'll never fucking say that that's like a usable thing for helping someone. You know what I mean?
they've been altering your consciousness
Through
forever
forever by putting fucking fluoride in your goddamn water.
Okay, fluoride.
They've
You got
been-
sound.
Yeah.
Sound in itself, it's on a 440 hertz circle of sound right now. All of musical instruments are based on a 440 hertz. If you go to a 432 hertz, the molecular structure, the cellular structure, the membrane actually starts to vibrate. You can watch it in water, other things. It's all about vibration. It's more harmonic. And
Is that where you get to break glass? You get to that
Yeah,
wave
well-
where the glass starts moving at such a force where it cracks?
it's like that where when that happens, it's the same resonation as the glass. So like the frequency that the glass is per se.
Because isn't that where Tesla made, that's how he made an earthquake machine.
Yes.
By matching the sound waves of the earth,
Harp.
you've created almost what glass is doing by the
Yeah.
shaking. And he
Yes.
made earthquakes.
Motherfucking Tesla.
Tesla's a fucking badass.
Well, I
Dude, if anyone
He's
wants
a
to say,
smart motherfucker.
he is probably the most genius human being that's ever fucking lived.
And he wanted to make free power.
Oh,
He
yeah,
knew
he
it
did.
too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wireless electricity.
he said that he wasn't gonna get his fame in his time. He knew it too. He was gonna get it.
And he didn't, dude. He got fucking jacked from him. I mean, look
Well,
at
yeah, he
Edison
got-
got all the
he got
credit
suppressed
because he was a fucking
hard.
bitch who took all his
He
shit.
got suppressed hard because he was like, "Give it away."
And he
Right.
was
I
an
want it for
American
Well,
too.
any-
Edison
Yeah, anytime
owned all
that
the
happens.
copper lines in the United States.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because you didn't need
If-
it.
no.
You didn't need it. You know what I mean? And their whole
if he
thing
was giving
too,
it away wirelessly, which was the
But
wireless
he even got the
technology.
GE funding, started building the coil,
He
and then
had
fucking
wireless
shut it down.
technology.
It
we were
was
talking
wireless
about.
technology.
You know what I
didn't
think
he
about that?
pioneer-
He
didn't
had
also
wireless.
pioneer AC.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
pioneered.
well, he
Edison was all
argued the
about
whole
the direct
AC
current.
and DC because DC can't travel distance. That's why
Right.
DC's in cars,
Well, and that was
small
the whole-
devices. AC can travel miles and miles and miles of distance.
But it's less stable, and that was the whole.
Well, that was the thing,
their
was they-
argument.
Yeah, but
would
Tesla
kill
could
dogs.
stabilize it.
Well, he just.
no, they
knew
said
that-
it was more dangerous,
Right.
which it still is. I mean, no one's
It
gonna
is more
argue it's not
dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah. It's way more high.
But they said it
frequency.
can kill you. DC can't kill you. That's why it's in small shit. That's why DC's not going to hurt you because it's 12 volts, it's batteries and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's why he's trying to argue. But DC's just not going to practical in our world. We need to travel distance. And that's why Tesla won because everything. And another thing, Edison's like, you know what? Here's a light bulb. You know what Tesla did? Here's a fluorescent light bulb. You know what? Fucking- and they came out with a radio. They came out with X-ray. I mean, this motherfucker just changed our shit. And who do we learn about in school? Thomas Edison and his stupid little kite,
Yep.
which is completely bullshit. Only because he's American, we want to give him credit, and that's kind of bullshit. Just because Tesla's not American, but he's a fucking genius behind all his shit.
You mean
And then
Ben
Edison
Franklin's
stole his
kite?
fucking shit from him.
Wait.
Well,
You
look,
mean Ben Franklin's kite?
Oh yeah, Franklin.
Either way.
Edison's
it
light
doesn't
bulb.
matter.
Edison's light bulb, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Same
Either way,
thing.
fuck it. They're all lying about bullshit and hiding
Well,
behind other shit.
I mean, who
it's
writes
the
his-
same way they tell
You-
the
if you
kids in
wanna-
school
But Tesla died
that,
poor.
that Indians were scalping
Who
people.
writes the history books?
Americans.
The winner.
If you want to go,
The winner does.
if you want to go a little bit more conspiracy theory on it,
Yeah.
which you know,
Always.
I like to do.
Always, Neil. Always.
I love conspiracy theory. The J.P. Morgan owning the copper lines and the copper lines pulsing at a 40 hertz, which is actually a pineal gland destimulant. It's
Same way they say fluoride calcifies your pineal
Well,
gland as
we
well.
use 60 hertz now.
What do you mean?
Or you mean for the
The rate at which they buzz at, like the frequency at which the power lines run at,
It's
are
60 hertz.
generally are they 60 hertz now?
Yeah, in Europe's 50 hertz.
Huh.
Electri-
Well, that might be completely-
electrician knows.
Well, that's
From what I had read, it was
120
40
volts
hertz,
is 60 hertz. What 60 hertz pretty much means is the sinusoidal wave,
Yeah.
and the wavelength is going on, off, 60 times a second.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that when you have multiple phases, you have different wavelengths inside that same voltage. So you have 3 different voltages going down one wire.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty much missing each other through a wavelength. It's hard to explain via voice, but
What?
but through
What the fuck did you just say?
actually alternating current is actually
I'm
about
looking at you like I understand, but I'm the only one sitting here going, "What the fuck is he saying?"
but like alternating current is really I think it's about 177 volts. It peaks at. Everyone sees 120, but it goes 177 off, back to 177 off. It's a wavelength going up and down,
Yeah.
alternating on and off 6 times a second.
Okay.
But well, why 40? But you were explaining something with music and something
okay, so
else.
Yeah, back to the music and back to the binaural beats. We'll go back
That's
to
but
where this was going.
Yeah.
Well, all the research I do is most of the stuff is to try and stimulate the pineal gland eventually.
What's that going for?
It's a little crystal in your head that's hooked up to you have 3 retina prongs. One's actually hooked up to your pineal gland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's actually like very similar to the retina.
it has a
Like
retina.
an antenna?
It's an eyeball.
No, retina in your eyes.
It's an eyeball that's facing
Like a
directly
third
straight
eye?
up. It's your third eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
that's
we got
why.
3
It's
eyes?
affected by light.
Is that soft spot when you're a baby?
No.
Oh.
That's where your
But
that's where your skull
when
has
you're a
it
baby,
fused.
when you-
That's because your skull caps have it fused because you had to get squeezed out of the vagina. That's why you have the soft spot.
when you're a ba-
Yeah, you don't do that. Then you have cone head.
your pineal gland. Are you familiar with DMT is?
Yeah.
Okay, so your
Ah.
Pull it
pineal,
from him. Baby.
Well, everyone's always.
your
full
pineal
circle.
gland naturally produces this 3 times in your life. Well, usually 2, sometimes 3.
When you're
one
born,
when you're born, one when you die,
die.
and if you have a religious experience,
outer
out of body religious experience,
Existential
experience.
Yeah.
What if you're able to do that like consistently? Does it really?
And that's what yogis claim to do.
What
Right, okay.
What if
Then-
you're just too intelligent to comprehend a religious experience?
That's not.
It's not,
It's not about
okay.
intelligence.
about-
It's about.
distrapulating yourself from
I
reality.
mean, yeah. The thing
What
about
if
it
what
is
if
you-
your
it's
what
just all
if your
about
religious
associating it
experience
with-
is more like seeing through what you think is the new Matrix, and if you saw something different, and you know, if you saw a truer reality, you might consider that a religious experience. You know, something.
What you
I
can
think
do,
then you're kind of redefining the word.
what you can do with sound waves.
Well, yeah, the religious.
It's kind of like when people argue
Like-
what God
like he
is and the
said,
whole
like he said,
argument
it's
of God.
existential.
The definition of it.
Religious-
It's science and Mother Earth. Well, then no, you change the fucking word.
yeah,
Whoa,
okay, yeah.
okay.
RJ hates the word religion.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I hate it. I do not want to be associated with it. Okay.
Spiritual
So
experience.
he doesn't even like spiritual.
Okay. Okay.
There we
Let's go
go.
with the
I'll exchange that
spiritual.
one. Yeah. I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
The whole idea.
Inexplicable,
I can see it.
magical.
No,
You know,
no.
something that's just completely magical that happens in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Spiritual experience.
No.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
The whole
Well,
idea
when do I get mine?
is that I mean the whole idea is that through like meditation and basically
Yeah. But
and
see,
have you
That's
ever
what I'm
heard
saying. You got to participate in order to get it. I have to believe
no.
it to happen, but if I can never believe myself to have it, it will never happen.
Well,
You see
why,
what I'm saying?
why is it so hard to believe when you have such an analytical mind? Like think about
Because
just do a little
start
more
looking into
research.
the science of
Do
it
a little
then.
more research, and you might be surprised that a lot of the.
But I'm willing. I'll
I'll
ask and I'll challenge any way, any method you want. But as long as I believe that it does not exist, my mind will always block it out, and I'll never see the light because
It is a
I'm
mind over matter.
I'm beating myself.
Well, do you believe that at one
Okay,
time on
let's-
this
let
earth
me-
there were
No, let's
people
just
more
put it like this
advanced
way.
than-
Let
If
me
I was
finish
to-
what I did with my app, and then you can tell me if you want to try that to see. Because the whole binaural beats, the isochronic tones, what we did was in the end was we made an app to do these tones and do these alternated states of consciousness during your sleep state, during your heightened REM state as well.
I kind of did something like this when I was a kid. I had terrible ADD, just like every fucking child.
Huh.
And
See, but
like
my thing with that
kids
is.
that get medicine aren't fucked up. Weird.
Wait,
Well,
what?
if they watch less TV and eat fruits and veggies, they're
no,
really
but anyways,
healthier.
I didn't really study, so I went to one doctor and he gave me glasses and there's all sorts of flickering lights and shit, and I had to sit there and listen to weird sounds and flickering lights, and they're like, "All right, go to school and pay attention." I'm like,
What?
"What?"
That sounds experimental.
It was, and then they're like,
Wow.
"Okay, take these pills."
Interesting.
Never been right since.
I
No.
feel like ADD. It's like what he said. If you don't bombard your fucking kid with a shit ton of sensory shit when they're young and fucking force them to be like adjusted to constant fucking like feeds of like
They're-
sensory awareness,
They're watching a 30-minute
You mean like
episode.
it's over sensory? Like,
Well, listen, there's a
you just-
30-minute episode that starts from a beginning of a situation, a full
2.5.
climax, and an ending, and
In 30 fucking
30
minutes.
yeah.
And in their life, that happens once in maybe a week sometimes.
Well, you could even argue
You know?
history. I mean, we're talking all 1700s guy, and 1800s, 1900s. Like, wow, I fucking just traveled 200 years, and we're just talking to you. I mean,
I know,
It's-
but in reality, 200 years is such a fucking. You mean little thing? This country's only been here for what? Almost 300. We are a fucking bitch compared to like China. You know what I mean? like we are
babies.
we
Well, no,
are-
I mean, but that's just because the country's not that old, it's like the heritage, it's like everything came from everywhere else. But there's a.
But back to what I was.
That's
what-
that whole thing.
yeah, let's
go
start
ahead.
over.
Yeah. But back to the thing is like stone tangents, man.
Tangents, okay.
Forever,
Back-
forever.
That's what it's all about.
Where we start?
Or no,
Okay, so
making apps.
isochronic tones, binaural beats. The difference is isochronic tone is a chopped tone by beats per second, trying to hit the pulse rate of the frequency. A binaural beat is where you split the tone. Say, if I want to have a 7.83 hertz split, which is the same as the Earth resonance, it's considered the Schumann resonance. It's used for FBI remote viewing. It's kind of this.
You hear that?
It's-
FBI remote
it's
viewing.
it's one of the more popular frequency rates. Anyhow, if I want to do that, and I'm splitting it by the 7.83, I'd say one year is 100 hertz, the next year is 107.83 hertz. So the difference of those hertz is what the brain hears. So if you put your headphones on, the left ear goes on, the right ear goes on, and your brain will separate the sounds in the middle. And so when that happens, the brain kind of does a monkey see, monkey do, and tries to resonate at that new sound. And it's usually sounds that are lower than your conscious state your ears could hear. So they're new sounds that you couldn't hear naturally. And you can kind of feel it. It's weird. It's like a pulse happens.
So there's like an app you just plug your headphones into, and
So the app is called Sleep Tools. It's by Big Bang Inc. I'll go ahead and plug that real fast.
Go ahead and plug it. I don't
Plug
care.
it all.
Plug it,
Go
plug
ahead.
it all.
yeah.
You can go
What was
to
it?
you can go
I didn't hear
to www.universal-tones.com, and then you can try all the binaural beats and all the isotones, and they actually there's quite a lot of information there. It says the relevance of the tones that I used were a part of a Salvaggio tone set, which are said to manipulate water and the structure of water, because water retains a memory, and
Yeah.
without being distilled, it can never be broke down. But through resonation, you could possibly do it. Long story short, it's the original. It's the original ut re
Solid.
mi fa sol la si of that you've heard, like the do re mi fa sol la ti, and the Vatican originally took in a hymn to Saint John, it was a hidden text or a hidden hymn to him, and now they're saying that it was like a secret that they kept from the people, that if they knew this, they could restructure water at any time. Well, if they did that, that could be more beneficial for bodily health, because all of us are
Based from water.
Yeah, we're based from water.
Yeah.
And studies show that restructured water on plants and cattle show 2/3 more growth off 2/3 less water. So there's something that it's doing that does help.
Boom.
Boom.
That's it right there, done.
That
Sold.
was my mind blowing just now.
Yeah, it blew my mind a little
It's
bit.
going crazy.
So wait, is this like a help you dream app or help you get to sleep app or what's?
It can be used
Man,
for multiple.
Sell this out to me.
I'm
damn it.
trying to tell you, like,
I'm not buying it yet. Got it.
No, it's
Sell
cool.
it to me.
okay, so for the regular person who doesn't want all this mumbo jumbo consciousness bullshit, whatever, they can go and they can say that this is a sleep tool that allows them to do a sleep cycle calculator. And what that means is your body on a 90-minute cycle every night, you're going through these sleep cycles.
Yeah.
And at the end of every one of these sleep cycles is the best time for you to wake up. So what we do is we say, okay, what time do you want to go to bed? And you tell us what time you want to go to bed. We say, okay, you should wake up at this time based on your natural body sleep cycle and how long you said it takes you to fall asleep. Inversely, we'll do the same thing where you can say that you want to go to bed now or backwards. I think I said it right the first time. But it's a sleep cycle calculator, and it wakes you up on the best time in your sleep.
So
Now-
is it like does it knows what state of
Yes. So
REM you're on,
because
and then like an alarm
because
set?
we're tracking that time, and we're also putting a motion sensor in the
So
in
if
the
your alarm
phone.
set at 6 in the morning, is it
Yeah.
gonna be like, I gotta wake you up at 6:10 because you were really dreaming?
Well, exactly. If you're moving and it's motion on the pillow,
Yeah.
it's not going to wake you up until like that end of that cycle. And we have a window that it'll actually wake you up in. So it's calculating a roundabout time when you want to wake up. It's usually within 15 minutes.
Think about how like you can take like a 10-minute power nap and wake up and you'll be like perfectly energized, but if you take like a 20-minute or 25-minute,
You
you'll
get
be
too deep
fucked
into
up.
sleep.
Yeah.
So the
got
ideal
to a
the
more
ideal
different
would be
stage
an
of
hour and a
sleeping.
half. If you're going to be doing a real sleep, a
Every
power
90
nap would be
minutes.
20
You know,
minutes.
I read
That's
the-
why sometimes when you sleep for 3 hours, you're like, wow, I feel great. Sleep
Yeah.
for 5.5 hours, you're like, fuck.
That's
It's
one
horrible.
thing we haven't done much
Can't wake
studies
up.
on. Like the last time we did a sleep study was like 1970s, where a guy was up for I think like 36 hours.
Oh, they do sleep studies all the time.
Now
but
they
it's
no,
just-
but not
But
a
it's-
non-sleep studies.
oh, they do that all the time. They're
I've
not
been-
studies.
I've
They're
been doing a lot
testing
of
it on
research.
people.
I want-
And they've been doing some stuff.
They do
Of-
sleep
of what
deprivation
happens,
on every
of why
terrorist
we need
we
sleep.
have.
Some stuff.
They see
Every
exactly what it
terrorist.
does.
Everywhere.
The lights do not go off in Guantanamo. The lights and the
What's
music
what's
does
the
not
Russian
go off.
one? What's it called? Black Dolphin or something?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know, but that's a even more fucked up one.
Dude, this
But, like,
one is crazy. When you wake up in the morning, they have cameras watching you, so you cannot sit down. You sit down, they're like, get up! And you have to stand up. The entire time you're awake, you must be standing up. And you're completely solitary, except for the one guard that takes care of you. And this is like supposedly the worst prison in
What do you have
the
to do to
world.
go
Is
there?
that it?
I don't know, be Russian.
be there,
Be there, go
be there,
Be
be there.
Where's that at?
Not Russian.
Russia?
Be there.
Russia.
I think it's called the Black Dolphin, but it's always on one of those history channels. And,
Oh gosh.
and it was just, like, the camera's watching, and the guy sits down for, hey, get up! God damn it.
Like sleep shit, dude. Like fucking with someone's sleep is like the worst fucking torture you can do.
Yeah.
Like, cause you'll go
No
crazy.
shit.
You
Yeah.
will go fucking
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
You can live for like a month
We
without
start
food.
hallucinating, and your fucking
You
mind
can't
starts
go
freaking
more
out
than
and
a
shit.
couple days without sleep.
Your
You
body
can't.
will start doing lucid.
You start breaking down,
you will
right?
go
I mean,
lucid, and
Your brain will
Day.
start just eating itself. Like
that's a drug in its own. It's like, you want to do some real drugs? Stay
stay up
awake.
for 5 days.
It's like, then what?
The
no,
people
but
in the
that's shit
trees.
you can't come back from. Like even if you go to sleep, your brain's already like fried after that, at that point.
What
Look
do you
at Bradley Manning.
Look at
That dude-
crackheads, homie.
Well, that too, yeah.
That's mostly sleep deprivation when they see the people in the trees,
Oh.
the shadow
A
people.
lot of their hallucinations is
It's-
from being up, cranked out for 5-6 days, all
Really?
cracked
all the
out.
post effects.
That's enticing.
It's the same thing with coke. A lot of the paranoia from coke comes from being strung out for long hours, periods of time, and then when you're coming down, you're like. And also, it's a super accelerant, so it makes you.
Well, do you
fucking
think that
paranoid
you
as
get the
well.
same kind of sleep? Because I always like the joke, I drink a lot of coffee before I sleep so I can dream faster. I mean,
No,
it doesn't work that way.
no.
But I'm
No.
saying if you're all hyped up but you are sleeping, what if you sleep for 10 hours but never go into a certain state?
Okay,
is that,
so
is that possible?
that's bad. That's very bad because there's 5 cycles that you need to be going through.
It's like,
And-
I slept for 10 hours, but I mean,
You never dip past
you never
stage
went
2,
to-
bro.
Yeah, you,
well, it depends on
you
what you.
stayed in nap stage for days.
What
Well,
if you
okay,
did?
Exactly. So if somebody goes to bed drunk, they tend to fall asleep harder in the beginning, and then they don't go through the proper sleep cycles the rest of the night, and
Yeah.
they go through a less rested kind of turning night. And I would assume the same for caffeine, maybe inversely, where it's like they,
Potentially.
you know,
Yeah, you don't go to sleep.
but.
Well, I guess
I've
it
only
depends.
seen the only.
But I do
study on
know that
alcohol.
every night I go to bed after taking a couple dabs, I wake up feeling like Jesus.
Right.
I do know that.
That's probably because long hair.
Do you dream?
Oh, dude, I have like fucking lucid dreams sometimes.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they say weed makes you not dream.
Fuck that.
I hear
No,
that too.
what makes you not dream is thinking you're not going to dream. If you want to
Okay.
dream, you will dream.
Yeah.
Tell yourself to dream, and you will dream.
So why can't I control myself in my dreams?
Do you have something that you look for? Have you set an intent before?
Yeah,
Like, have you?
punch somebody.
Yeah?
I can't do it.
You can't.
I cannot do
No,
it.
intent before you go.
No. Before you go to sleep, like I want to punch
Yeah, I
this
can
guy.
never.
in my
I can
dream.
never hit or
I
fight
can't hit-
anyone in my dream.
Well,
Like when I'm
okay.
like in a serious situation.
I know
when I'm,
people
like,
that just
running
beat
or
the
something,
fuck out of it. It's
you
like,
never run fast enough, and you can never fight back.
and then no, it's like, why didn't I hit you? And you wake up, you're like, that was a dream. Like,
You
why didn't I
can't
do
really
it?
control your dreams.
Is it my subconscious fear of what? will
You can't
happen?
control your dreams until you become lucid, and before you become lucid, everything else is like you said, your subconscious. It might be a subconscious fear, but everything else, 90% of your human processor, that is your brain, is running on autopilot by your subconscious,
Yeah.
and it's pre-programmed. By
That's the
time
driving
you're
somewhere, not
7.
knowing how you got there.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know.
I
We're
do
driving,
Dude, that's like
do that
half
a
of
lot.
your day. Like,
You might as well have a chauffeur.
On average,
Fuck.
90%.
yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
like, you realize how much you do without realizing you're doing it.
You're
You
breathing.
breathing.
right
Well,
now.
everyone's
You're
job.
breathing.
You start getting like monotonous jobs that people have, and you're just doing it almost blindly, as if you're not there. You've
trying
removed
not to be
yourself.
there.
Like being a prostitute.
No.
Watch the third person.
I bet that's exactly what that's like. They're probably just like getting fucked from behind. Just like,
I am somewhere else. Beach
what
in
is this?
Hawaii.
Yeah,
A
beach in
cashier.
Hawaii, yeah.
Beach in Hawaii.
One day.
One day when I stop getting $10 for sucking
Probably
dick.
thinking about doing bills and laundry. Like, oh, fuck.
They leave the oven on.
I gotta
Two
take-
more blowjobs and I can pick up my laundry. Two more. Just two
Just need a few more
more.
quarters so I can dry it.
Just.
So
We
anyways,
shouldn't make fun of prostitutes. They're
Yeah,
people
I know, it's the
too.
oldest profession.
I
You
know.
should have respect. Craigslist is a wonderful place.
so out of personal experience with the app,
Yeah.
I tried it a lot in the beginning, and it really fucked with my sleep schedule. I didn't start. I pushed the limits for the little while when I was coding
do you
everything.
mean?
What do I mean? What do I mean?
Like, were you not sleeping, or you
No,
sleeping
No, I wasn't
weird?
sleeping. I was sleeping an hour and a half a night. Sometimes
Why the
I
weird
was-
sounds to keep you awake, or
No, I was listening to all the binaurals, and I was listening to isotones, and I felt like I could just work for days. And I had the energy to do whatever I wanted, and then I was waking up on these hour and a half sleep cycles, and I felt refreshed. Maybe it was mind over matter, but whatever happened, I felt great. So I
You
did.
like going to sleep at 3, waking up at 4:30.
Yeah, and next thing I know, I'm not wanting to sleep, and 2 months of that, and then it becomes a habit.
How
Huh.
did you feel?
I felt like I was going crazy only because of the fact that I felt so normal with so little sleep and so much time.
You like weren't sure.
maybe you were
Wow.
some advanced way of less sleep and you rejuvenate quicker.
I often wish I didn't.
You're like, I
sleep
just
so much.
condensed 8 hours of sleep into an hour and a half in my
I
special
feel like you
machines.
get so much more
Right?
done if you didn't need to sleep very much.
That'd be such a cool invention. If you're like, it's a
No, me and
super
Hunter were
sleep
talking
machine.
about that. We said we'd get a shit ton more done if we didn't have to eat.
I know. I hate eating
Right.
and sleeping. It's just a hassle.
Eating's enjoyable. I like that.
No, I
If
love
it's fucking
eating.
bullshit.
Eating
That's
is the
great.
biggest waste of energy in the
is.
It is because
universe.
Especially what we're eating around us.
What are you guys
Okay.
talking about?
Eating crappy food and
Without-
shit.
The
Dude,
only
without
reason
you
why
being
you
able to
enjoy eating so much is because you're eating shit food for you.
No.
Like the
But
most.
that's why I don't enjoy it.
Pizza? You saying that pizza was bad for us?
But a lot of
But it's
there's
so
animals that
delicious.
died for that, homie.
Wow.
Oh,
I know that was getting like real profound,
don't
Oh,
go
God.
there.
Just went deep.
but that's what I mean by the consumption level. It's all about eating.
I do agree
Yeah.
that people eat way too much, but I enjoy food.
Like we are one of the few countries in the world that has a problem with its people being too fat. Like
Yeah, our overweight just exceeded our starving.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
For the first time in our country's
There's
history.
too many McDonald's.
What?
There's too many McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that there was a goal by
just
McDonald's
too
to be within
successful.
2 minutes of any location in the United States.
I can definitely vouch for that. I drive a lot, and there's always the same group of fast food. You have the Burger King, the Taco Bell, the McDonald's, and the KFC. I mean, you have those groups
You can pretty much
everywhere.
get those out of country too.
Every fucking where you go, they're everywhere. It's just insane.
Costa Rica, there was the Subway, there was a McDonald's, there was KFC.
I gotta go to Mexico. we, got
Fucking
we got
everything.
Subway. I was like, this isn't right. We should probably get Mexican food. We're in Mexico, but I'm scared.
You always hear though that like in other countries, like in Europe, their fast food is actually of better quality.
Yeah.
Like their McDonald's is much better than our
Dude,
McDonald's.
fucking Japan's McDonald's has like McSushi.
Yeah, they have all that weird shit too.
They have like crazy.
Well, then they have the ones that don't have the candy beef. I mean, India, they have
Oh,
better
yeah.
McDonald's with.
You can even go to New York. They have like kosher subways and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Swear.
Doesn't Hawaii have Spam?
Yeah, lots of spam.
Yeah, know all about the Spam over there. I bought Spam once.
They have spam
and I was
like
gonna eat
sushi.
it, but I didn't do it. I was so close. I looked at it and I wanted to eat it, but I couldn't do it. I was so curious, but I didn't do it.
I had a buddy from Hawaii who loves spam.
A lot of
Loved it. Like,
Hawaiians.
he's like, oh, dude, it's so good.
But I want to like
Like,
it.
what is it? Meat in a can, like fake meat, right? Yep. Gross. He loved that.
I know, it looks
It must be some homeland
so
thing.
convenient.
I saw it prepped up like sushi when I was there.
Seems terrible.
Like sushi sauce, a little bit of no.
It's Texas barbecue mixed with sushi.
Oh really?
So they have like sushi rolls with like tri-tip on them and stuff.
That does sound great.
Well, it's actually okay sushi with really good barbecue. Yeah. There's like a place I went to in I think like Guerneville. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But they had hamburgers and sushi. You're like, huh. That's either really good sushi and bad hamburgers, or really good hamburgers and really bad sushi.
You didn't try
They're
it?
not having both. No, I was a little.
Yeah, my brother always said this thing. He's like, never go anywhere that has a fucking menu that is like super huge because chances
Cheesecake
are,
Factory.
yeah, chances are none of that is very that good because they're like concentrating on making so many different
Master
things.
of all trades.
There we go. Back to
Yeah,
that saying.
jack of all trades, master of none. Like,
Yep. Know
Like-
what you're good at and stay at it.
Damn straight.
yeah,
Or at least what you like.
like
to
you
do.
go to a steakhouse, you expect a steak. You know what I mean? You know, like, I don't know.
I expect chicken.
You fuck.
I'm a dick. I didn't mean to say
Trying to
that.
start a fight right now?
Yeah. What's
Caught
up?
me.
You trying to
Well,
troll?
that dab wore off, so I'm actually talking.
I know. Well, now, yeah.
Now you want me to have
Take
another
another
one, huh?
Put you back out.
Well,
Put you back
nah.
in the dab coma.
We may actually, yeah, we have to end this because I have to go do the other one with Hunter. But we
Okay,
can,
bye.
but we can do as many as we want. So we can do this another time this week, at the end of this week, if you wanted to too.
Yeah, we'll do another one sometime maybe.
Yeah, probably this week.
Thursday,
sometime.
Friday.
Thursday or
Yeah.
Friday, we'll do another one if you guys want.
Whatever's clever.
We'll finish it.
Yeah.
Was this 3 or 4?
4.
This is 4.
Woo!
Damn.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. But all right. So
Can this be 4.20?
4.20 for RJ.
Thank you.
I just hope I get invited back.
You're fuck off. You're always invited, you fucker.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to hear you say it.
I know. We got to make you famous on Twitter. Nuh-uh.
It's a lot of time. Look
Look
at
at all my friends. They all like, no, man.
No, and then you start doing it. Like, God damn it, you get
I
us
know.
all hooked.
Okay, because King, my friend, he's like super anonymous because he like told the story about how he ran from like New York after doing heavy shit in like New York and shit. I kept fucking up and saying his name, and he was like, "Stop it now!" Like, we had to go back and reverse it. And he was the same way. Like online, he doesn't show his face at all, and like I have to call him King all the time. I almost called him by his name right there, and it almost fucked me up.
Yeah, we gotta
It's
reset
fucking
it,
bad.
edit everything out.
Nah. But you're not the only one, dude. Don't worry. But if you'd like to remain anonymous, you shall.
He doesn't. We already told him his name.
No, but no one knows
Derek.
that's easy.
He's Derek. Everyone knows
Derek.
Derek. But everyone knows Derek.
Everyone knows Derek in like this 3 square miles. No one knows where we are.
I don't know. We said a
yeah.
lot of addresses.
I know where we are.
Dude,
I know where we
You
are.
can call me Dirkman.
Dirkman. But
Dirkman.
now it's too late.
It's too late.
All right, so
It is.
Dirkman will be on the next podcast.
Next week we're having Dirkman. Derek's never coming back. He's a douche.
And Neil will come back to tell more about
Yeah, finish the crazy theories. And
binaural rhythms and
Yeah, I'll have more of a prepped idea for you.
maybe we'll download the app and review it.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we'll do that. Maybe I'll try it out and see where the dabs will take me on that.
See if
Johnny
it-
might get lost.
See if you go,
Neil.
you know,
Did you take that CD from the Medicine Maker book? You did, right?
I
The one with
didn't
the
take
beats
it
on it?
out.
You didn't? Oh, you didn't?
I didn't
Stop
take it
that
out. I have.
Okay.
I actually have the Spirit Walker one, and
All right.
You ought to record that one as well.
Okay.
We got to talk about that one next.
All right.
Okay, we'll do the next later. Everyone say goodbye. Cause
Say
we're
bye.
done. He's about
Okay.
to press the button.
Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
All right.